Okay, I am now starting my third and final rapid game of the day. My opponent's chosen the French and is probably the Premier 55. Okay. I'll play knight c3. The Winawer, which is okay. Will they play something more main 9 or something odd, like b6? So if I recall correctly, a3 immediately is just going to transpose, and there can be some messiness if I choose one of the other options. And black should play c5 here because it doesn't make sense to do much else. c5, queen g4, queen c7 would transpose into the usual. Knight g6 makes very little sense to me, as... Oh, this hangs a pawn, but I'm going to call it a sacrifice. I don't believe in that knight. Oops. I do this particular hang of a pawn maybe too often, but yeah, it's not much else for that to do otherwise. I'll just play bishop d3. Which does give up g2, I suppose. Oh dear. Probably knight e6. Though I do get to just take multiple times and get back the 2 pawns, which is funny. Yeah, this works out somehow. How did this... Okay. That's incredibly funny. So knight f5, just take, and this seems pretty reasonable for me. And knight g6, take with a bishop, f has to take with a rook, fork, strong pawn center, equal material. What else? King isn't ideal on... I suppose I need to decide whether to take with the queen here. Queen takes, pawn takes, rook takes, king here, king, rook, rook. or the other way. I do like keeping queens on generally, and with this bishop joining in, I think it makes more sense to keep the queens on. I suppose king f7 is possible, but I'm not at all scared of, wait, king f7 is not possible, I have queen check. Has to just lose, okay. I just said that this didn't work. Queen f3 check. Oh, king g, that works? Oh, king g8 works? I don't know, very odd. I don't think I believe in this, but I'll have to prove that. What if even like bishop t5? Bishop t5. It's with tempo. I like those. You could also just bring in this knight. It seems a bit messier though. So let's just go bishop g5. Takes, takes, takes. The king is not being responsible. I don't believe that can work. Bishop g5, king g8. No, bishop g5, queen moves somewhere, followed by rook h8. Looks quite good to me. I suppose the queen might prefer to try and give me a check, but it's a check. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, so this looks very dangerous for black to be trying to do. Like, I sneak, I check, I take the rook, I sneak the queen into f7. Braver than I am, let's say. Oh, I guess the king on e8 does prevent, but sheesh. Really? think there is only just one possible move for black here, so it's odd that they're thinking so long. Now I probably have to just resolve this. I didn't like resolving tension, but just exchanging off the rooks. Rook dropping back seems weird. I would guess Black probably wants to play like Queen H5 or something large. I really would like this rook to be participating, but there's not a simple way to do this. Probably I should just develop and let the queens come up. Knight e2, queen h. I can just jump the knight to f4 and I'm definitely winning the pawn back. If not, well, I have king g2 followed by rook h1 and my development is just a lot faster. I also have knight g3 or knight f4. I think my position is good. Well, I would like to stop the queens coming off just because I think my king's more safe. So if I start with knight f4, I'd have h5, attack this pawn as well. Probably they'll go knight f8, even though that seems really silly to me. I can go king g2, and rook h1 is then there. Putting the king on e2 also made sense, but I guess I was going a bit too quickly. is probably my opponent's plan. It's not exactly, I can't really stop it from happening, but I make it from being good. I think I still want to play the rook here. Has one castle and white? Yeah, the king moved twice, so there's no castle. Which is good for me, I guess. C4. C4 takes good for me, I assume. I hope, anyway. C4, and then I threaten to take, and if C6, something. Probably. At least on double reports. That's something. That actually has maybe knight here. I'm not happy about that. Okay, so white threatens to do this. I think I'm reasonably happy trying to just have this d6 pawn there. It's a nice pawn. And I get rid of the problems of the knight. This fork. By getting rid of this knight. C5 is possible as well, but b6, I don't think it helps me too much. I assume bishop takes because pawn takes makes little sense. Okay. So bishop takes, knight takes, pawn takes, c4, c6, d6 is... I think I just play c4 again like I did previously. But I could also try to lift this rook, or just swing it over to the other side instead. I'm going to assume my opponent's considering both options now, if so much time is being spent. Okay, I think that was all as expected. C4, C6, I think I do like this trade. And Black's king is maybe a bit awkward. I open this diagonal. Yeah. Okay, so c4 takes here. It's not really a good square for this rook to go to. Maybe something like knight here. Takes away my bishop. No knight there, I have queen here, which pin the knight. Okay. Now if I play c takes d5, there's queen takes d5, and that's clearly not that good for me. I could play queen b3 instead though, and it's a bit risky. What about rook b1, then just b6? So queen b3, d takes c4, queen takes b7, queen d5, f3, yeah. There's not another check. No, there's queen e2, but the checks do run out. But I don't have a threat after queen b3, rook b8, for example. Maybe now I play c5? It makes more sense in this context. I think that's what I want to do. Do c5. And then try to attack b7. This bishop will probably end up dropping back here. And I don't know, that's about it. I may play f4 in the future. I think I would want to start with the queen before the rook, just because this rook is nice on the open file. Queen, knight takes bishop, queen takes here, just rook here, and I think I am clearly not doing well. So, yeah. That would be over enthusiastic. So I think I'm forced into this. Which connects the... Yep, okay. Probably I should just try to pressure this knight first. Rook b1 can be met by king c7, which is annoying. I like putting this in a pin. There's not much else to it. Queen f7 is a natural move. It would be nice to somehow swing the rook in to help, but rook f8, and then I don't want to play rook f3 because that trades off everything. Probably I should just try and win back the pawn on g6 now, which would be better, and my king would be better on e2, but such is life. Queen d1, rook f8. I mean, the rook is coming to f8 definitely next anyway. Maybe I just want to activate the king and hope. That knight's a very good blockader, the way it is. Okay, I'll just attack this side. I would like the queen to also attack b7, but my king's also in danger. So it's a bit scary. I feel a bit safe if I play f4, but it might be making me less safe. Who knows? And if rook f8, I want to play back to f1 so I can meet g5 with f5. But there's not much else. I'm kind of on the back foot. Here, of course, I can't let Flex Queen infiltrate. That's even worse than this, but I don't want to do this either. G5 makes sense. I think my plan was king here, which I guess could be met by g6. Still, if everything gets traded off, at least my king is like quite active. Probably. Do I have any like check ideas? I think I do. Yeah, but it's with tempo on my bishop, so it doesn't make too much sense. Rook f3 takes. Why do I think so quickly? Not give a check. I'm going to keep checking until they rung the king all the way over, I guess. I can block with a rook, which is annoying. Block with a rook, I guess, but then I get this. Yeah. You really should spend like the 7 minutes to calculate this at all, but yeah. Well, that was awkward, I guess. I forgot that this wasn't defended enough. I'm very surprised, but maybe I don't have any advantage here. Like, I definitely felt worse at this point. E takes f4 was a funny thing. I guess here instead I should have played queen g4 first. Seems very reasonable. Or just bishop d3 first, and then continue from there. I am curious what the best line is. It seems not obvious. It seems very suspicious that maybe a4, bishop a3 is the way to go. Maybe even g3 then h4. With the time wasted here, might balance out. Bishop comes to h3, supports f4, f5. Like, this seems fine. I'm down a pawn, but I feel like I have to have compensation. Really quite surprised there was no trading of rooks. King could have come to e2 because the queen is defending, but I think much the same would have happened anyway. But the king was probably best placed on e2. c4 helped, I think, ended up helping back. Trading off those pieces didn't really help me that much. Like, I'm sure, like, e takes f4 here was pre-moved, but I feel like not pre-moving it would have just been good. Like, I have so many backwards pawns, even just like a6 to be able to play this. Also, like, your up 2 pawns, you can give away 1 pawn. And so much fun. Yeah, this was a very odd end, but I'm sure I had to take the draw. Let's see. What was this nonsensical beginning? At g6. h4 is actually best, which is fine. Yeah. And then, of course, I lose the advantage because I'm not good at this. Queen g4 first, and then if knight g6. Knight g6. Hello? Entering, where are you? Okay, knight g6. I mean, bishop d3, I suppose, transposes. Yeah, but that wasn't good. Queen f4 check, g8. Oh, the queen does come in this way, and this would be, yeah, quite good. I would assume there's a queen infiltration here. Yeah. This is pretty much even, or maybe slightly better, right? Which felt reasonable. This is somehow +2, which is surprising. So it was happy with the first trade, but not the second. Okay. Here just wants queen g4 with what idea? With the idea that backsting is in the center and can do things, I guess. The queen can never move, the knight. The king gets checkmated if that knight moves. The king... And now c4. Because the queen can't take back. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So what if just like rook c8? Okay, that makes no sense. b8. Okay, h4. c6. Queen h3. Assuming we don't trade queens. And you just slowly bring in this rook. There's not a rush because black is in trouble. Okay. Well, okay. Fine. And then this was pretty much equal. This is an interesting exchange sacrifice. Doesn't seem unreasonable, but seems very reasonable now. What is this game? Yeah. Okay. I had the time to think about this, so it's disappointing I didn't think of it. Yeah, here I have to be much worse. Like, undoubling the pawns, but it just makes sense. A pawn is a pawn, and these two pawns are not good. Like, this is such a good knight. Okay, then g4 best. Okay, and check. Like, if I thought about rook f8, then I would have played bishop f2, but luckily I didn't, because I guess I wasn't happy about this. But it was... Like, they had 7 minutes, why didn't they think about this more? Upper pawn. Like, I repeated this because they repeated once, so it felt like they might repeat again. And it was a draw. Somehow. It's very weird. Anyway, that concludes my rapid games for today. Hope to see you another time, and I hope the results aren't so terrible.